making up for some lost time.
Authorities are wondering if the masked vigilante who terrorized the city's underworld is back.
The past has caught up with me.
Hello, my name is Claire Lim. This is NME, and I'm here with Jeremy Renner, who plays Clint Barton, aka Hawkeye, to chat about the new TV series. Thank you for chatting to me today, Jeremy. It's lovely to meet you.
Yeah, likewise.
Thank you. I wanted to ask you just generally how it feels to deep dive a little bit further into this role, with your own series.
It was a pretty exciting journey, and so happy to get back into the character in a bit, in a very different sort of world, and new characters, a new environment, some comics to kind of base our storytelling off of. And to me, I was just so excited about it. And it's one of the first times I'm really excited to watch it unfold as it releases come this, Thanksgiving, essentially. And I can't wait, man. It was a great ride, and I was really happy to do it.
I know you've been around the block with all of this Marvel stuff, but does a little part of you still get a wee bit nervous before the release of something like this?
No, more excitement, because I have so much trust and love and respect for Marvel and what they do, and and through all the years of working with them and seeing what they're doing with this show, again, more excitement than nerves, for sure.
I'm glad to hear it. I wanted to ask in terms of the exchanges between Clint and Kate Bishop, which I really love. I've only seen the first 2 episodes, and so far it's great. But I wanted to ask what you think Clint can learn from Kate Bishop as a character as the series goes on.
I think patience, I think I think a lot of things. I think there's a great. There's a great relationship and story that unfolds just within that sort of archetypical energy of these 2 characters, and how there's a beautiful balance in both of them. It becomes a yin and yang kind of relationship, and being the older, more experienced and protector, if you will, having to sort of relax and let the young, fiery, spunky Kate Bishop come in and make our own full mistakes and allow that to happen. To me, there's a lot of things that informed Clint's character in this in particular. If Kate wasn't in the show, I think it'd be a very different energy, just because of what she brings and what he brings. It becomes its own thing, and it grows throughout the show. And to me, it's, I think, one of the most important relations that Clint has had thus far.
And in terms of actors, was there anything that you learned from Hailee on set, being new to the MCU, fresh take? Was there anything you learned?
To me, maybe it's just her perspective is looking at things through her eyes, or trying to look at things through her eyes, and it also informed me of how I could help her or inform her of what she may or may not need, to remind myself of what it was like for me the first time doing Avengers or on Thor or whatever it might have been. It was more helpful just to have a good reminder, or as a placeholder of reminding me of why I love what I'm doing. And she had a lot of questions on a wide-eyed sort of to a lot of things. And again, this kind of ties into the basic relationship between the 2 characters anyway, us, our personal sort of lives as well as it was within our characters.
Was there any advice that you gave for entering? Because it's a big old thing, the MCU now. It's grown a lot of arms and legs. It must be quite scary when you first join, I guess. Did you give her any advice?
Yeah, it's sort of like everything you're doing is right, and I got your back. It's just a really, really simple thing. There's gonna be a lot of things that may not seem that way, but I got your back, and just there's nothing more beautiful, I think, in when art can really succeed, is when you have trust within with another person that you're working with, and then things can grow, and that certainly happened with us on this show.
There's definitely a light-hearted feel to the series. There are moments of seriousness, but there's a lot of levity there as well. Do you prefer one way or the other? Was it quite nice to have those moments of levity here?
No, I think it's Marvel has done that well within every film that they've done. Really, when things need to be serious, it's serious. But otherwise, they'll poke fun at themselves before an audience can, or they've found a really great balance with humor and with action and with seriousness and even with drama and then with humor. I think that's just all part of great storytelling, and Marvel's done a really, really great job with that. And I think within this as well, there is a lightness to it, and has a lot of humor, and there's a Christmas element and family and all this stuff. But then there's the stuff we're not showing a whole lot of. Is like there's some heavy stuff and a lot of. It has to be weighted in something truthful, right, in the foundation of something of real reality. And this show certainly is that, for sure.
Now, many fans of the comic, particularly, are excited to see the inclusion of Lucky, aka Pizza Dog,
Yeah.
which I was very happy to see as well. So I wanted to finish on a pizza-related question, if you will.
Okay.
So, because everyone loves a food question. So, pineapple on pizza, are you a yes or a no? And why?
That's a negative to pineapple on pizza. Yeah, no.
Right, okay, we can be friends. That's good. What is it about pineapple on pizza that turns you off then?
I don't like sweet. I don't want sweet pizza.
It's weird, right? Warm, sweet stuff.
Yeah, warm, sweet. Yeah, it's not my thing. Yeah.
And juicy chunks of things dripping all over cheese. No, not into. Sorry to set you up for your day, but I wanted to say thank you very much, Jeremy. I think you've done a fantastic job with this series and with the entire body of work here in the MCU. I really appreciate your time, and thank you very much for talking to me.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.